we begin an in-depth discussion with experts from around the world. COVID-19 is no longer just a global health crisis. It has morphed into an enormous labour market and economic crisis, with millions of workers across the world without a job. We're seeing hundreds and thousands of jobs being lost in countries like the United States and South Korea, as all sectors from small shops to manufacturing plants have been paralysed by the pandemic. The International Labour Organization has warned that fast action is needed. And for an idea on what steps we need to take, we have Dr. Sang-heon, Director of Employment Policy at the International Labour Organization in Geneva. Also joining us is Dr. Johannes Moenius, Professor and Director of the Institute for Spatial Economic Analysis at the University of Redlands in California. Well, first of all, Dr. Lee, your organization's report says that it's likely millions will lose their jobs as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. So who are the most at risk, and what makes this crisis different from the 2008 global financial crisis?
First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to this the event. Actually, I think I need to a little bit explain about a bit of the history of our estimation of the job impact. As you said, from the very beginning, we saw this actually the COVID-19 crisis will have a very serious impact on the labor market. And for that reason, the early March, we started to actually estimate what will be potential magnitude of these job losses. So in the beginning, we thought it would be around the 5 million. But the situations with the COVID-19 virus actually spreading all over the world very quickly. And then we start to see another very serious impacts in the many parts of the world. And then we immediately adjust our estimate around the 13 or 15 million. Now, when we actually produced final estimate last week, even that number is not very realistic. So we again changed it to actually eventually 25 million. But this number, as of now, is also optimistic at the moment. The situation is very grave. Now, this crisis is affecting not just on the production and supply side, and also demand side as well. So let me actually put this number in the context. In the previous financial crisis, we call it the global financial crisis that was broke out in 2008. At the peak year of the crisis, and the total number of unemployment was 22 million. So 25 million is far higher than the 22 million, but that number even is the optimistic. And so we have to now revisit our numbers. The number is going to be much higher than now. That's why in the beginning, actually, lots of the observers and the policymakers refers to the previous crisis, the global financial crisis in 2008. Now people start to refer to the Great Depression. It's 1920s and 1930s. So it's quite a big actually change. You ask about who will be affected by this crisis. I must say everyone in every corner of the world. Of course, tourism and service sector has been hit very strongly already. So manufacturing suffering a lot. But I mean, in the end, it will affect almost everybody now. The COVID-19 is now spreading to developing countries. I'm very much worried about that because, as you know, there is a massive presence of the informal employment, like street vendors. So they do not have any protection in terms of health and also employment job opportunities. So once actually the situation get worse, and then especially in developed countries, we may have to expect a much harder situation. It's going to be much more challenging.
As you just mentioned, after the financial crisis in 2008, 22 million people across the world lost their jobs. And this time around, you've revised your estimate to 25 million. But we don't know the worst case scenario just yet. Well, Dr. Moenius, let's go to you now. So some countries are actually introducing financial support, loans, tax waivers for companies. What they trying to do seems to be keeping on to as many jobs as possible and trying to get people through this crisis by extending loans and giving them cash grants even, then do you think these measures will be substantial, or are there possibly any blind spots that policymakers may have missed?
We will actually only know in hindsight because, well, as Dr. Lee already pointed out, it's a matter of the luxury of the rich countries to give those big packages. There will be lots of countries that won't be in such a luxurious position. And so it really depends a lot on how long the crisis lasts, how long the virus will be around, how well the crisis is managed, whether more countries will be looking like South Korea or more countries will look like Italy, and how well the packages will actually be administered. So if we look at China, what we do know is that a lot of small restaurants went belly up. And if you look at New York City here in the United States and you ask the people at the food banks, they're telling you the first people that showed up were the people from the staff at the restaurants, and then it was Broadway staff. And so everything in terms of leisure and hospitality, it's really questionable how well they will be protected during that time. Think of the whole gig economy, from the Uber drivers to the food delivery services. Some will have more jobs to do because of the delivery, but others will not. Here where we are, there's a large logistics sector. Part of the logistics sector, in terms of the e-commerce delivery, they are humming. Others from the, specifically import-related transportation, they are not looking so good. So it's really unclear to me how the self-employed and even the startups say that are not the big check startups that get big support from large investors will fare during that crisis now. And so it's really going to be a matter of how long it's going to be around, how soon we are going to be able to exit, and whether we exit too early. If we exit too early, we'll see another wave and the whole thing starts all over. We need to get in the situation that we can follow South Korea, and that's going to be very difficult for a country like America, where we don't know where we stand because of the availability of test kits, and it will be even harder for poorer countries around the world.
Well, it really is very unfortunate that it's often the low-paid workers who are the hardest hit by crises like these, as you just mentioned, gig economy workers, service cashiers, people in the hospitality sector. Well, the response to massive layoffs depends on each country's industrial landscape and the characteristics of their labour markets. But Dr. Lee, fundamentally speaking, what should be provided as a social safety net to secure livelihoods, especially for these low-income workers?
I think this is really a big question, as actually Dr. Moenius already alluded to. Here is a real paradox. We know at this moment we need a very strong social protections actually to provide the necessary support for all those workers and the families who are affected by this crisis. But at the same time, there is obvious limit to that because the magnitude of the problem and the challenges we are facing is far beyond the current capacity of a social protection system which exists even in the advanced countries. Its situation is much more difficult in different countries. For example, as actually Dr. Moenius actually pointed out, there are lots of the new forms of workers, the gig economy, and the workers there, and also lots of self-employed, and also the very diverse forms of employment. They may not have access to social protection. So which means that simply trying to do something through the social protection, it's a good thing, it's important, but that's not enough. That's why this is really important time for the government. Unless actually government actually quickly mobilize their actually fiscal resources and act very quickly and to provide the necessary income and possibly the employment support, then it's going to be very difficult. Once we keep these people in a difficult situation, like in the debt, and also the difficult situation like the income squeeze, then actually we mobilize some of the resources at the later stage. They're already in debt. So that actually put a lot of the pressure both in the those actually affected workers and families, and also the financial system. So the impact of the income support will be much less unless actually the governments and society move very quickly.
I see so many governments under fiscal pressure and, just pressure to act quickly, but perhaps not having enough financial resources for some countries. And I mean, in countries like Spain and even Korea that were already dealing with chronic unemployment issues, especially for youth, before this outbreak, what should these countries do then?
Well, if you look at Spain, Spain is a country that has an interesting structure and also interesting structural problems. So it has a large tourism sector, which is very cyclical. It has a labor market that is actually allowing for easy temporary jobs, but it's relatively strongly regulated for permanent employment, which makes employers shy away from hiring people on permanent contracts. And so, and it has an overhang from the Great Recession, where lots of people were lured into the construction sector and drop out of high school. So for a country like Spain, it's mainly deregulation that allows employment to happen more easily, to allow the movement of people from one city to another more easily, to deregulate and to provide incentives for education that is skill-based and not necessarily degree-based.
Well, we're running out of time now, I'm afraid, so I'll have to go with one last question. Many are actually hoping for a V-shaped economic recovery, and maybe the numbers will add up there eventually, but it seems rather difficult to put a number on the number of jobs and livelihoods that are being compromised in the process. What are the chances that the labour market won't recover as quickly? Why don't we go with you, Dr. Lee?
Yeah, I think the situation, as I said, quite grave actually. Even we got this just a number from the Norway and also Canada and also Sweden. The numbers are all really bad actually. Now in Norway, the unemployment is going up by 4 times within 2 weeks of time. So I don't think the V-shaped recovery is going to be very unlikely. So we have to expect the risk of the L-shaped recovery. And now the maintaining employment is very, very important in that respect. Okay, income support is important, but also we have to find the way of the maintaining employment. Otherwise, we are actually losing the human capital as well. So in that respect, actually, when government are providing lots of the financial resources to support the business, probably we can actually encourage the business to actually introduce the employment support program or the job creation program, possibly on the condition, as a condition of this financial support. In that way, we can support both business and also workers.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today, but it was a wonderful discussion. And thank you so much, Dr. Sang-heon and Dr. Johannes Moenius, for joining us all the way from Geneva and California.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
This is also where we wrap up the show today. Thank you for watching, and we hope you join us at the same time tomorrow for more global insights on issues making headlines. Have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. Goodbye.